Hey, good afternoon, diecast collectors. How's everybody doing today? I was gonna show the rest of my Plymouth collection, but I decided to do something a little different considering it's Memorial Day weekend. So first, we have here, oh my God, it's not in its pack. This is basically my Jeep. It's a representation. There's a reason I'm showing my Jeep. That's pretty much what my Jeep looks like. I had to paint the wheels silver because I didn't change the rims on them. Everybody does black rims on Jeeps, and I get tired of seeing that. It's overdone. Plus, on my hood, I have Black Dog written in the Led Zeppelin font and Jimmy Page's and John Paul Jones symbol on the driver's side. And on the passenger side, it says Black Dog in the Led Zeppelin font with John Bonham and Robert Plant symbols on either side of the song, which is also the name of the Jeep, obviously, because it's black, and I mean, obviously, like I said, a huge Zeppelin fan. My gas tank cap says "Get the lead out," but I don't have paintbrushes or a magnifying glass to get me to be able to do all that detailed work, and I got a different front bumper on there that's got a bull bar. A bull bar. So anyway, this is just a scaled down version of my Jeep, and it's out of the blister pack. So anyway, joke around about that, but the reason I'm showing my Jeep, like I said, because it is Memorial Day, I'd just like to pay my respects to all those who have served and are currently serving. Your service is greatly appreciated, and because of people like men and women in the military, we're able to have the freedoms that we have. So, with that said, what I have here is a Johnny Lightning Jeep Willys. They didn't have very many of these when this version actually, when they shipped them overseas. Excuse me. They weren't counting on the resistance in Europe being as strong as it was with the Nazi Germany hold. So not all the Jeeps came equipped with these covers and heat. And unfortunately, a lot of the guys that went over there weren't even dressed properly for the winter weather conditions. They only had their summer stuff, and a lot of them were getting frostbite from walking in the snow, like in Bastogne. I'm a bit of a World War II buff, as my dad was a tail gunner in a B-17, and one of the few to actually be able to complete all 25 missions and come home. So I am also paying respects to my dad as well. So here's this Jeep. Again, that's a Johnny Lightning, one of 2004 made. here is the M2 setup. Again, this Jeep here is set for the winter. And it also has a wrecking bar on the front. It's got the jerry can on the back. Sorry, I didn't show the other Jeep that very well. This one's a bit more secured. I'm assuming those are also there to help protect from bullets or hand grenade fragments. Because that was a typical spot that was usually aimed for by the enemies, was the jerry cans. Again, it's a 44, and this is a civilian Jeep. It's not a chase Jeep or anything like that, unfortunately. It's just that's the way this came with the green wheels. But they're just showing two different versions of the same model. Johnny Lightning, I think, honestly, looked a little more detailed. That's kind of badass looking from the front. But I think the Johnny Lightning I showed had some more detail to it. I mean, you got the shovel and the pitch axe, but you're not showing any metal or anything like that. They just all look wood. Okay, so there's that set from M2. And Johnny Lightning, they didn't even paint theirs. Everything's green like the Jeep. Yeah, they get the spare tire and the jerry can on the back. I wonder how good the heat was on these things back then. But I guess you're really not going to complain too much when it was cold as it was. You're going to take any heat and enjoy it no matter what. I'm sure that's what it was for them. And here I have green light. 1940 Willys. Now, green light, look what they did. They painted to give it the effect of metal and wood. I see those little things like that. I like that, the detail. And this is a very detailed Jeep. So far, I'm honestly liking the green light the best. This one looks like it may have been in the Pacific campaign. I think Johnny Lightning also has a gray version for the Navy. I've been searching for that one. And here we have this. This is really cool. There's two different versions of this, but there's a couple of reasons why it's cool. It's one of 3,000. This is called a Follow Me Jeep. And it even says it right back there on the Jeep. For anybody that's not aware, well, first let me explain. They did this set called In Color. They actually have this set it looks like black and white, like you're watching an old black and white World War II documentary. And then they did another set, which was the color. I'd like to have the Jeep in black and white. That would just be cool. I don't need the whole set of all of these because I just collect the Jeeps. But Now, the reason, if you're not familiar, the reason this is called a follow me Jeep, when the ground cover was foggy or difficult conditions for the pilots to see the um, the runway, they would have a Jeep at the beginning of the runway where the pilots would land. And with this color scheme, it was just enough for the pilots to see where the runway was. So the closer they got to the runway, the brighter the colors got, and they saw the Jeep, and they would follow the Jeep down and have hopefully a safe landing. But that was the purpose of these Jeeps, to help them land, help the aircraft land and take off in bad weather conditions and visibility. Um, that's really cool. And clever. It says Black Sheep, so this is definitely a Pacific Campaign Jeep, because it says Black Sheep. Uh, that squadron was only in the Pacific Campaign, and they flew F4U Corsairs. Uh, I know a little bit about the Black Sheep too. And here the last one is another Johnny Lightning. This is one of 2,500. This is the D-Day invasion. Uh, man, could you just could you just imagine, as soon as that door drops and you're in the water and you got bullets flying over your head in the water, hitting the guys next to you or possibly yourself, and you're trying to make it to the beachhead without getting shot up. Just wow, my heart goes out to those guys. Um, just wow, what they went through. Uh, if you like World War II stuff and you haven't seen it, I highly recommend Band of Brothers. Very accurately done. It's about the paratroopers, the as the Germans called them, the Devil Dogs. Um, the 101st and the 82nd Airborne. Uh, it goes through their training all the way up to their D-Day invasion and on to Hitler's Eagle's Nest. Um, anyway, I don't mean to get off topic. It's not really off topic. We're talking about Memorial Day here, and I think I'm spot on topic. Anyway, this would have been a Jeep that would have been brought on to the beaches of one of the beachheads of the D-Day invasion. There is another version of this that has a gun attachment on the back. Not just any gun attachment. It's for bringing down aircraft, so it's heavy artillery that's literally mounted right in the back of the Jeep. So I don't know if it was something that they were able to use while they were driving, or they did have to stop and chuck it and mount it. Either way, it is a huge friggin' gun that's on the Jeep. It's just like this one, but it has a gun on it. I've been looking for that one as well. And like Green Light, Johnny Lightning, at least they make an attempt to make it look like they got headlights. It's not a bad piece at all. Not at all. And everything has a jerry can and a spare. Like I said earlier, they did try to protect the jerry cans after they realized that they were basically taking time bombs on the back of the Jeeps and easy targets for the enemy to shoot at. Plus, hitting a spare tire doesn't really help the guys too much if they want to get in a flat. But this is just my military collection and my tribute and my honor and respect to all those that have served and are currently serving. So there's my military Jeep collection. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. And Ron, I really love your videos. That NASCAR video was pretty damn cool. And David, I will be shipping the car out to you on Tuesday. So you should definitely get it there before the 10th. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if you're spending time with family and friends, just don't forget the reason why we're able to do that is because of the men that were doing this. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, fellas.